Somewhere in the freezing waters of the Bering Sea, a crew of brave fishermen is about to make history. These waters are among the most dangerous on Earth, cold, unpredictable, and unforgiving.
Today, we take you on the incredible journey of catching the biggest king crab ever pulled from the deep.
The crew wakes before dawn. Every second on the water costs money, and every mistake could cost a life. Captain Mike has fished these waters for over 20 years, but even he knows, nothing prepares you for what lies beneath. 600 miles from shore, in water depths reaching 600 feet, this is king crab country. King crabs can grow to over 5 feet across and weigh more than 20 pounds. But the legends speak of something far bigger.
For decades, fishermen have told stories of a creature so massive it could barely fit in the crab pot. Below the surface, in the black, cold depths, something extraordinary waits to be discovered. The crew has one mission, one chance, and the clock is already ticking. Preparation begins 48 hours before the boat ever leaves the dock. Every crab pot must be checked, repaired, and loaded. Each crab pot weighs 700 pounds and must be perfectly constructed. A broken pot at sea means lost catch and lost money. This vessel carries 50 pots on a single trip. Each one is baited, tied, and stacked with military precision. The secret weapon? Bait. Frozen herring packed tight into mesh bags. The smell travels miles underwater, calling the crabs in. Every mechanical system on this boat is checked twice. A hydraulic failure mid-ocean could be catastrophic. The captain studies ocean floor maps, looking for the underwater ridges and valleys where giant king crabs congregate. Survival gear is not optional. In these waters, you're one wave away from hypothermia in under 4 minutes.
These life rings are your first line of defense. Grab and throw. Flares for signaling distress. Use only when visibility is critical. And the survival suits. They buy you time in cold water.
The crew will be at sea for 10 days straight. Food, fuel, and supplies must last the entire trip. There are no convenience stores in the Bering Sea. The engine is the heartbeat of this vessel. Chief Engineer Danny runs his final checks as departure time approaches.
Oil titration temperature, ready to the green.
Modern sonar technology lets the captain see the ocean floor in real time, searching for the rocky terrain that king crabs call home. At 5:47 a.m., they leave everything behind. Friends, family, comfort, all traded for the chance at the biggest catch of their lives. The journey to the crabbing grounds takes over 18 hours. The ocean grows darker and wilder with every mile. This is the life, isn't it?
It is. Ready for what's ahead?
As ready as we'll ever be.
At least we have each other.
Before the hard work begins, there's a moment of calm. Weather in the Bering Sea changes in minutes. A storm that wasn't there an hour ago is now sitting directly in their path. The National Weather Service issues a small craft advisory, but the captain decides to push through. The crabs wait for no one. 20-foot waves pound the hull. Below decks, everything not bolted down is sliding across the floor. Through the storm, the captain holds his course. 47 degrees north, 168 degrees west, the heart of king crab territory. Then, as quickly as it came, the storm passes. The Bering Sea shows its other face, cold, beautiful, and hauntingly still.
Attention all hands, we've arrived at the fishing grounds.
They've arrived. The fishing grounds. Now the real work begins.
The moment the anchor drops, the crew transforms. Every person has a role, and every second counts.
Each pot is tied to a buoy, a marker that will guide them back to the exact spot when it's time to retrieve the catch.
A 700-pound steel trap, and in seconds, it will be on its way to the bottom of the ocean.
The splash sends a shockwave through the water. Down below, 400 feet of rope will follow it to the ocean floor. In the darkness below, the pot sinks steadily, passing through layers of cold water until it hits the rocky ocean floor.
The rope flies out at terrifying speed. One tangle around a boot, and a man can be dragged overboard in an instant.
Drop them in the wrong spot, and you come up empty-handed. Next drop. Coordinates confirmed. Good. Next one.
One by one, 50 pots hit the ocean floor, spread across 3 miles of prime crabbing ground. That bait begins releasing its scent the moment it hits cold water. Within hours, king crabs will begin to gather. Down in the darkness, the scent reaches them. A massive king crab, claws the size of a man's arm, begins moving toward the trap.
The last pot drops at sunset. Now, they wait.
After hours of backbreaking work, the deck is cleared. Every muscle aches. But the hardest part of fishing is always the waiting.
The captain reviews the drop pattern. The pots are set in a strategic arc designed to cover maximum ground on the crab migration route.
Below the surface, the traps are already working. King crabs, drawn by the bait, crawl inside, not realizing there's no way out. Under the northern lights, the pots soak. And somewhere in that frozen darkness, the biggest king crab ever seen is making its move. The crew sleeps in rotating shifts. On a crab boat, you rest when you can, because when the pots come up, sleep is over. At 2 a.m., the radar lights up. A severe storm, 50-knot winds, 30-foot seas is bearing down on their position.
Vessel calling, this is Lady Grace, over. Lady Grace, Seawolf here, weather's worsening fast, over. Copy, Wolf, what's your position, over. Lady Grace, Ocean Hunter, we're at 45 north, 130 west, holding for now, over.
They decide to stay. The pots need at least 24 hours to fill. Running now means starting over, and that's not an option. Below decks, it's organized chaos. The boat rolls 40 degrees side to side. Cooking, sleeping, even standing becomes a challenge.
Focus on the cards, don't look at the waves.
Ice accretion, one of the deadliest threats at sea. Ice builds up on the superstructure, raising the center of gravity and risking a capsize. The captain orders all hands on deck to knock the ice off. It's dangerous, miserable work, but it keeps the boat from flipping. 12 hours later, the storm passes. The boat is battered and the crew is exhausted. But they're still here, and the pots are still down. 24 hours and 17 minutes. The captain makes the call. It's time to pull the pots.
Whatever's in them, they're about to find out.
All right, haul them up!
The whole crew is on deck. Gloves on, eyes forward, hearts pounding. This is the moment everything has been building toward. The first buoy comes over the rail. The rope goes onto the hydraulic block, and the haul begins. 400 feet of rope. It takes nearly 3 minutes to haul it all in. 3 minutes where nobody breathes. From below, you can just make out the shapes moving inside the pot. Something is in there. The question is, how many?
And there it is. The pot breaks the surface, and the crew erupts. It's full.
Hundreds of pounds of king crab packed into that one pot. The captain punches the air from the wheelhouse.
The hatch drops, and the crabs come pouring out. It's controlled chaos on the sorting table.
This one's looking light. Wait, it's decent, that's a relief.
Not every pot is a winner. Crabbing is never guaranteed. But today, the numbers are running strong. Then, pot number 40. Something is different. The rope is almost too heavy.
The hydraulic motors are ordered energy and at house all day.
Even the captain leaves the wheelhouse. In 20 years, he says later, he'd never seen a pot pull that heavy. Something massive breaks the surface tension of the water. And then everyone on the boat sees it at once.
Oh my God, look at that thing.
The crew stands frozen. Nobody has ever seen a king crab this size. Nobody in the history of this fishery. Big John, 30 years on the water, just takes off his hat. He can't find the words. They lower the pot to the deck, carefully, reverently, like they're handling something sacred. It takes up the entire sorting table, 5 feet from claw tip to claw tip, maybe more. Up close, it looks like something from another world. Barnacles the size of quarters cover its shell. This crab is ancient, decades old.
54 inches across, then 56, 18 inches across the carapace. Repeat numbers! Staff said Captain Weiss have new records.
And then the scale. It climbs past 15, past 18, past 20.
Short process of this, the fleet. We got a 24-pound king crab.
The captain gets on the radio and the whole Bering Sea fleet hears the news.
They take the photo every fisherman dreams of. The man looks small holding it. Because compared to this crab, he is. Scientists estimate this crab could be 20 to 25 years old. It has survived predators, storms, and the freezing depths of the Bering Sea. For young Tyler, this is only his second season at sea. He'll be telling this story for the rest of his life.
Look at the size of this one, Captain.
Incredible. Never seen one that big.
What should we do with it?
This deserves better than the processing line. In the end, they make the decision that defines who these men are. They release it, back to the deep, a living legend returned to its kingdom. The ocean takes it back, and for a long moment, nobody speaks. Out here, fishermen have a complicated relationship with the sea. They take from it to survive. But sometimes, you give something back. Today, the ocean gave them a gift they'll never forget. And they gave it right back. But the work doesn't stop for the miracle. 30 more pots still need hauling, and there's a quota to fill. Every crab must be measured. Alaska state law sets strict size limits. Keeping undersized crabs would risk the fishery for future generations. Egg-bearing females are always returned. Those eggs represent next year's population, and the year after that. Without them, there is no fishery. Legal males go straight into the live tank. Kept in circulating seawater, they stay alive all the way to port, ensuring the highest quality product. The live tank can hold over 40,000 pounds of crab. Today, they're well on their way to filling it.
80!
The deck boss keeps the running count. With 10 pots to go, they're already at 80% of their quota.
83!
The final pots are the heaviest of all. By now, everyone's arms are burning, backs are screaming. But nobody stops. Nobody even slows down. 43,500 pounds of king crab, their best single-set haul in the history of this vessel. The quota is met and exceeded. After the celebration, the cleanup. A clean boat is a safe boat, and there's pride in leaving the deck the way you found it.
All right, here we go again. Watch the size of this thing.
Whoa, look at that claw.
It's unreal.
Wait, pause it. See the shell glint? And the legs, they move so fast.
One more time.
The captain doesn't say much. He never does after a big day. He just stares at the water, and whatever he's thinking, he keeps it between himself and the sea.
Live crab is worth 3 times the price of processed crab at market. Every dead crab in that tank costs real money. Morning comes. The captain turns the bow toward home. 600 miles back to Dutch Harbor, and one of the greatest stories in crabbing history aboard. The return trip is different from the outbound. The pressure is gone. The weight of the catch is in the tank. Now it's just miles.
Got 43,500 pounds. What's the dock price? King crab is at $12 a pound. That's $522,000. Cruise share is 10%. Very good number. Hey, look at this crab. It's massive. No way. Let me see. I'm calling my wife. She won't believe it. Honey, it's real. Look at the photo. She thinks it's photoshopped.
The crabs need monitoring the whole way home. Lose them now and the whole trip is wasted. The responsibility never ends at sea.
There it is. Land. After 10 days and 1,200 miles of open ocean, the sight of solid ground hits different.
Dutch Harbor, Alaska. Population 4,000. The king crab capital of the world. And today, ground zero for the biggest catch of the season.
Dutch Harbor, this is the Alaskan Star. We are inbound.
Alaskan Star, heard you got the big whack. Like that crab cracked and the whole fleet is buzzing. It's a mall monster. Stand by. Welcome back, heroes! Hey, yes!
They come in like heroes, because out here, after a trip like that, that's exactly what they are.
The families who wait at the dock don't get paid for their worry. But seeing their people walk back off that boat, that's the paycheck that matters most.
The unloading begins immediately. Live crabs don't wait. Every hour in the tank after docking is quality they're losing.
The certified weight comes in at 43,847 pounds. The processor confirms the price, the captain holds the receipt in both hands and just stares at it. Inside the processing facility, the crabs move down the line. Every step is timed, monitored, and designed to lock in freshness. King crab is cooked on the boat or right at the processor. It must be processed within hours of arriving at dock to maintain quality. Flash freezing locks in the flavor at the peak of freshness. At 40 below zero, the crab legs freeze solid in under 20 minutes. Packaged, labeled, and palletized, these crabs are now ready to travel the world. From the Bering Sea to restaurants and dining tables on every continent. The processor's cold storage holds over 2 million pounds of king crab during peak season. The Bering Sea fleet is the most productive fishery in American waters. Within 48 hours of landing, this crab is on its way. By air freight to Asia, by truck to restaurants across North America. A single king crab leg at a top restaurant can cost $80 to $150. The people who ordered it have no idea what it took to get it to that plate. But somewhere, a family is sitting down to a meal they'll remember. And none of it would be possible without the men who go out there and catch it.
This is incredible.
So good.
The news breaks fast. Marine biologists, fishing industry experts, and media all want the story. It's official, a new world record. We didn't catch it, we found it, and we put it back where it belongs.
Marine biologists say a king crab of this size could be the key to understanding how large the species can truly grow and what conditions allow for such extraordinary development.
Back in the deep, the great crab moves through its kingdom. Unbothered, unchanged, the sea reclaims what belongs to it.
43,000 pound haul, men. Your shares. Blimey, look at that. More than 3 months' pay, split among the crew.
Every man on this boat earned more in 10 days than most people make in 3 months.
To the haul! Look at the size of that monster! That's going in the story for sure. To the crew and to the stories.
Mom, you won't believe it. We caught a crab today. It was massive, like the size of a dinner plate. I know, right? I had to crab the crab. The words don't do it justice. Some things you just have to see to believe.
The boat rests. In a few days, she'll be restocked, rebaited, and back out there. The sea doesn't rest, and neither do the people who make their living from it.
The Alaska king crab fishery is one of the most regulated in the world. Strict quotas, size limits, and season windows ensure the population remains healthy for future generations.
Sustainable fishing isn't just good policy, it's survival. Fishermen understand better than anyone that protecting the ocean protects their livelihood.
Whoa, look how big it is. Yeah, and its claws are huge.
That's right, the king crab is a true giant of the sea.
I'm drawing its shell.
Wonderful. Keep observing.
The captain is already planning the next trip. Another set of coordinates. Another gamble against the sea. That's the life. And he wouldn't trade it. And so they go again. Back out into the cold. Back to the deep. Chasing the sea's treasures. And sometimes, just sometimes, finding something that takes your breath away. Somewhere down there, in the darkness and the cold, the biggest king crab ever seen is still moving through the deep. Still alive. Still growing. Still waiting. Thank you for watching. If this video moved you, share it. And the next time you sit down to king crab, remember what it took to get to the table.
If you love this video, hit subscribe and ring that bell. We're heading back out to sea soon. You don't want to miss what comes next.